Today I will review the Blue Yeti, allegedly the best mic for new content creators. So let's see if that's true. The Blue Yeti is a mic made by Blue. It's in the name, I know. And I have to say, I know this mic has been out for a long time, but it's still really good. There are a lot of benefits to this mic, but of course there are some negatives, and I'll get into those later. But to start with, I'm going to focus on the features and design aspects of the mic. The Yeti has some nice additions to the functionality of the mic, making it more convenient for creating videos. It has a USB Mini B port, an auxiliary port, and a convenient microphone mount thread. I don't have any use for this right now, but perhaps in the future I can upgrade to a microphone arm. I have to make this clear to anyone who's watching. This thing is not small. It has a height of 29.5 centimeters or 11.6 inches and weighs about 1.1 kilograms. That's quite a bit. I actually initially bought this thinking it was small, but I was wrong. But that's not necessarily a bad thing either. This mic has a solid metal build to it, which makes this mic feel like a good quality product and that it could last for quite a while. As I mentioned, this mic has some nice additions to it that make the recording process a lot easier. You have the mute button on the front, along with a headphone volume control. The headphone volume control basically lets you connect your headphones to the mic and hear the output directly whilst recording. Along the back, you have the gain control, allowing you to adjust the amount that the mic picks up. And the final control of the mic is the pickup patterns control. This control allows you to choose different polar patterns of the mic. I'll give some sound examples now. The first and most well-known pattern is the cardioid pattern. This pattern picks up sound primarily from directly in front of the microphone, making it ideal for solo recording or voiceovers. It also rejects any sound from the sides and rear. The next pattern is the omnidirectional one. This pattern picks up sound equally from all directions around the microphone. It's best used for capturing the ambience of a room or recording multiple people speaking simultaneously, but as you can hear, it's very echoey. This is an example of the figure 8 or the bidirectional pickup pattern. It picks up sound from both the front and the rear of the microphone whilst rejecting sound from the sides. It's often used for interviews between two people that are facing each other. I don't really do that right now, so I don't have any use for it, but if you're into doing interviews or podcasts, this might be a good mic for that. So the very last pattern is the stereo pattern, and this one uses the left and right channels to capture a wide stereo image of the room and the voices, but it's usually used for music or picking up instruments. So I don't have any use for that right now, or maybe never, but this mic kinda allows you to use it for different functions and different purposes, which makes it quite a good mic for anyone with all their needs. But why upgrade, right? Why? Well, my first mic was the Blue Snowball, a cheap, simple, small microphone. Well, I think that a sound comparison between the two says a lot. It might be placebo from my end, but I'll let you hear the difference between the two microphones to perhaps prove my point a bit better. So this is how I sound when talking through the Snowball. It's a great mic, but the stand is quite a drawback. It is short, so it does not pick up sound great, and it's sometimes difficult to get the right angle for good sound quality. Another issue is that the gain can't be controlled, so my voice always sounds the same, and it can't be adjusted, so I usually have to do this in post. I'm not saying not to buy this mic, because it is a good starter mic. I just thought that an upgrade to the Blue Yeti could be beneficial for the long run too. I'd say my shift to the Blue Yeti is justified, and I'm happy with it, but to make it easier for you, I'll now show a list of the pros that come along with purchasing the Blue Yeti. The first thing to focus on with any mic is the quality of the microphone, and I'd say that this mic has a strong case for it. It's a nice upgrade to my previous one, and I think that the mic picks up sound nice and pretty clear. This mic also has a strong and dense build to it, giving it a premium feel. So when you buy the Blue Yeti, you definitely won't think that you're buying a cheap product. With the addition of the mic pickup pattern controller, This microphone is also very versatile, so it can be used for podcasts, voiceovers, and a lot more. I'd say that it's a safe bet that this mic can do the job for most starter content creators. Logitech even has a software for the product, so you can change multiple aspects of the mic. I believe you can even change your voice to an alien's. I don't know why you would, but with this mic, you can. Obviously, the price is also usually an important factor to take into account. I bought this mic for less than $90. On Logitech's own website, it's up for $130-ish, but there are usually a lot of retailers out there that sell this microphone for a really good deal. Alright, however good this mic is, there are usually some negatives too. The microphone is pretty big, so if you perhaps don't have the space on your desk for it, it could get in the way. It really depends on how you see it. The same could also be said about the weight. I'm not exactly moving it around a lot, so I don't mind, but perhaps there is someone out there looking for a lighter microphone, so I'd have to say that this mic might then be a bit too clumsy for you. The biggest issue I have with this mic is the USB mini B port. It's a bit inconvenient to have an additional cable with an additional port. So unlike companies that have shifted towards USB-C, this mic comes with a USB-A to USB mini B cable. Sucks. I said before in the video I'd mentioned this. Because of my choice of the black color for the microphone picks up fingerprints very easily. Right now I am showing the microphone right after I unboxed it, so even after the first use, you'll see some smudges on it. The final thing I have to say is that this mic does pick up noise really well, but sometimes too well. It sometimes picks up noise from the background, or your breathing. So to solve this problem, you could perhaps play around with the gain controller, or you can purchase a windshield or pop filter. But this again requires you to invest some more money into this microphone. Okay, the verdict. This mic is great. I know the list of negatives at the end seemed like a lot, but this microphone is really good. You can use it for a lot of situations and the quality is good. I'd say that for anyone starting out making recordings for videos or voiceovers, this is an ideal mic. It's definitely a 4 out of 5, maybe more. I'd have to try some other microphones within the same price range to see if it's higher, but right now, I'm gonna stick with the Blue Yeti. Thank you for watching and getting this far. I hope this video is fun to watch. To be fair, it was my first attempt at a review, and I hope to make some more soon. So if this is your kind of content, maybe consider subscribing? Hopefully until the next video. Bye!